Welcome to Primetime here on Blaze TV with me, Olive Katshaba, your host. Well, today on the show, I have very amazing people. I have fashionistas, I have TV personalities, and we are going to be discussing a topic, cohabiting. Well, now, cohabiting is when you decide to live with your partner and get involved sexually, but when you're not married. Yes, so let's get into this. Let our guests introduce themselves, then we can get straight into the topic. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Shaban, #NatureBoy. Love all things wild. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting topic.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Sophie Rama. I'm a fashionista. Yeah.
That's good. Ready?
I think I love her voice. I'm a Simi Douglas, and I'm a fashionista. I'm a managing director.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So now we have fashionistas and TV and managing directors and designers on the show. So let's see what they think about living with their partners. So you guys, have you been involved in that kind of practice? Has any of you lived with their partners?
Ladies first.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't married, but I think I was so quick like to move in with a guy whom I called to be my boyfriend. But things didn't move well.
How long were you together before you moved in?
It was like a year.
A year before you moved in?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see if Shaban relates to that.
I was working with this one particular girl from the US, and we were staying in the same house, and we did everything together. I don't know if that was cohabiting, but yeah, it was for a year. So
For a year?
yeah, for a year.
Before you broke up or?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it breaking up. I mean, there's home, there's studies, all those things happen. So a lot of unresolved issues, but you know,
Point in time.
yeah.
Okay, so have you been involved in that?
No. Okay, fast forward. Is Shaban coffee because he knows my past right now?
I have a call.
Okay, I have no idea. Probably he does. Probably.
I'm too young for class.
Okay, so some of you guys have committed and others have not, right? So, Sophie,
But do you really believe what that person said, really?
I really believe him because I have no reason not to be. I have no reason not to believe him. He seems so calm and nice.
Well,
So,
those are the terrible ones.
so Sophie, when you were cohabiting with your man, did you expect expect the same right as a wife? Did you expect to have the same rights as a wife can have?
Since I loved him and he loved me, I thought he could. But things didn't work out. And he didn't respect me because he didn't know any of my relatives, parents, what. So I think it wasn't,
Oh, so by the time you moved in, your parents actually had no idea.
of course, because I was at campus.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you decided to do things prematurely, yeah?
And so you guys lived together and you did the wifey stuff, you cooked, you
What do you
ironed.
I
mean?
played
What
the
do you mean
wifey
wifey
stuff.
What is wifey stuff? Someone needs to elaborate.
Okay.
But to me, I think
Yeah.
by the time you're moving as a girl and a guy, be ready to start your duties as a wife, you get, and a husband, you get. Because even if, no matter the age, but I feel there are some things the guy would demand and will start looking at you as a wife, as a lady as a wife, and also this one we expect, like a lady will also expect provision as a man. Now imagine her situation, you're at campus and expect to deliver as a guy, and she's expected to deliver as a lady. And you know there's ego at campus.
Okay.
You're like, dude, you haven't married me, so stop that crap. You know there's that backlash. Eh?
Okay,
Like,
but personally, do you think really that man deserves anything from that girl?
I mean, yeah.
So he's entitled to all the things she does in his house.
Yeah, she has to take responsibility because literally as good as married. That's why they call it cohabiting.
As good as married, but not married.
You're not because you haven't put a ring on it.
I would love us to put a line between that. I want you to put a line between that marriage and cohabiting. It is not. That's why I'm saying. Does he have the right to really ask that of her, or it should just be something she does out of her will?
Well, I think by the time two adults make that decision to eventually say, you know what, you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend, we're going to move in together, that is something that you've decided on whether you know it or not. You know what I mean? Like if a guy is staying in the same house with a girl, there are certain things you expect of the lady to do, and then there are certain things of the guy to do. I don't mind waking up in the morning and, surprise you with some breakfast in bed, maybe do a bit of, laundry for you and whatever. That might happen, but not every single day. I would expect to, Douglas, this happens in real life, it's not only in the movies. So what I'm saying is... Well, we've lived that life. I've woken up in the morning, I'm like, babe, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? I'm going to do it for you, because those are things that I want my relationship to be.
But
like,
that's it, that these relationships are start this way. You go to visit a guy, then you're there for the weekend, then it's Monday, then it's Tuesday, it's Wednesday, and all of a sudden it's 2 years.
No, I think like when you start love, love corrupts, to be honest. That's why they say when it makes you blind. You think like you're in heaven. By the time you reach in the middle of the situation, you're like, I'm actually literally staying at that guy's place. Oh, I'm with that girl.
I see. Okay, Sophie, you were cohabiting, right? So before the relationship ended, okay, after it ended, did you feel like you lost too much really because you were there for him and all of a sudden, boom, I have to go back to where I came from?
Actually, when I was with him, I didn't think of anything. The only thing I thought he could come and maybe see my parents, something like that.
You talked about that before coming in together, or?
Of course, no. And the main reason as to why I moved in was I was feeling insecure about him, yeah.
So you wanted to get closer?
Uh-huh.
Sophia is one of two reasons. Yes, she didn't want to pay rent. Now moving in with the guy.
No, I was at campus and my parents were paying the hostel. So it wasn't all about the rent thing. Okay. I was in love and I was just like...
Crazy. Especially when you're in love with a person. You forget. That's why you find like, before even you walk out, if everything doesn't go well, you're like, where do I start from? Because you literally into this guy's hands, like you forget as if there are no other people out there.
Right now we accept the heart has no thoughts sometimes, so should the law really have something to say about cohabiting?
Yeah, it's really sensitive because even when you're there, you're not there. You know what I mean?
Do you know what it means?
Well, I know definitely you're definitely there. You know what I mean? But I mean there. You definitely get there.
Okay, let's say you're the one cohabiting with a chick. You get? And the chick the next morning is like, you know what, Shaban, out. What do you have to claim as a man? Or if you at my place and they tell you like, by the Bambi, situation has changed, out of my house. So you move. So
there's really so much to lose. You just get out.
So much insecurity in there.
Well, truth be told, that pretty much happens, even in marriages. Especially we are living in a country in Uganda where divorce issues are not really sorted out. You can easily get kicked out of a man's house like that in the morning.
When you're married?
Yeah, and she's not going to claim anything because our laws don't suggest that. It's different in situations like the US where they'll say when you divorce, 50% goes to the lady, 50% goes to the guy. It happens. A lady will wake up in the morning.
Let's not get to marriage right now.
Okay.
We are about people who...
Yeah. But here's my take on cohabiting. In my opinion, I think it's, they say practice makes perfect. I think it's really nice training, to sort of try and then shoot, miss, whatever. But I think it's great because we are living, trust me, 90%, if not 100%, okay, 90% of young people are doing that. People are staying together, their parents know, their parents do not know. Yeah, but it's all part of this trial and error thing where people want to discover themselves, want to see if things are going to work out with someone for a year or two before committing to spending the rest of your life with this person. For me, I think it's a good practice, but you have to be careful what you're getting yourself into.
So, Sophie, do you feel a better wife? Since you cohabited before, do you feel like you could make a better wife?
I don't know.
He says it is good practice for the ladies because by the time you get out, you actually know what to do, and Sophie has no idea. That...
Me, what I would say is the fact that you've tried and you've seen all that, and it's actually before age, you get? You feel like maybe that's why even these statements come out like all guys are the same, all the chicks are the same. So I tried out with this person I really loved, like that would maybe your first love, like to move on. That means a lot. And the next person you're going to get, you'll be like, now that would be at 50%.
What you just said is just general, whether you're cohabiting or not. Either way, you're gonna be like, all guys are the same, all girls are the same.
Sometimes you'll be in a situation when you put a ring on it and you're like, by the way, I went to the altar, I said, no matter what, I've been in this situation. But for that one, no, I think I've reached where my point can't exceed. I'm so done. You get? So that's cohabiting. When the situation becomes tough, you're like, you know what? I think from the start we are even wrong.
So you're saying eventually cohabiting, the relationship breaks up?
And it breaks up very nasty, which I don't like. Me, I feel it's wrong. Or if it's right in a way, then there should be proper guidelines. Like if anything happens, because guys have cohabited, have produced kids, have gone like an extra mile even without anything. Kids have grown, even they've got married. But at a certain point, like, you feel incomplete.
Someone else would say, how do I marry somebody I don't know? I just have to live with them before I really get married to them. How would you advise someone who tells them?
Start. But you don't control, because life is like this, ups and downs, you get. So the upside down, because that's why I always blame relationships. If you've been together, like even cohabiting, why should like a small problem come and you fail to solve it? I mean, like you've been together for ages, living in the house again. That's what exactly I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But marriage, you'll be like, you know what? I think I really, really, really entered this knowing the repercussions. They may swallow, at least keep it going.
Well, I definitely think that's the same mentality people should have when they get into this whole cohabiting thing. Personally, honest to God, one of the things that terrifies me even more than wild animals that I'm constantly in touch with is staying with somebody. Because you're literally open. Your flaws, your weaknesses, everything is open. And you have to be mentally prepared to show and share all those things with this person.
But do you know a big number of people that cohabit actually are people of 20, 21? So do those people really...
Which is the problem. I think like people are just doing this for the fun aspect of it. People know if things don't work out, they're going to kick you out, move on to the next person. And that's why I say it might be, practice makes perfect, whatever kind of thing. But me personally, I don't think I would stay 24/7 with someone that I'm with. I mean, I don't mind. She's doing her own stuff. I'm doing my own stuff. And she can visit, and we have that really one-on-one.
You're talking the before marriage.
Yeah, that sort of, lovey-dovey, cuddle, whatever. During the weekend, I don't mind. Come get some breakfast in bed, among other things in bed,
And an assurance. Yeah. When there's marriage, there's an assurance that we're going to stay forever.
I mean, if you pass the test, then why not? Or if I pass the test, I don't know.
Oh my God, cohabiting is really wide. He says he would. It's good practice for the women. And he says eventually they always break up. And she says she doesn't know. So I had so much fun doing this show. I don't know what do you guys really have to say, people watching? What would you advise anybody, your sister, your young brother, your friend? Would you tell them to cohabit?
I wouldn't tell. I just don't know. Oh my God forbid my sister cohabiting. Oh my God, that guy put him in his place. Like, I don't know, because me, I cannot do it. Yeah. Actually, I'm so patient. I'll get the right person. We move on.
So it's not up for discussion for you?
No. You should be ready, because if you, by the mostly they're campus students. You move in even when you have your parents has paid for the hostel. Yeah. But you move in. It's so common. My friends have seen them. But the person finishes campus, and there's a whole new life altogether outside there. Yeah. The chick moves on, the guy moves on. And you're like, what the hell? The wastage of time?
So from him, do not even think about it. So Shaban, what would you tell your little sister? Please think about them as your little sisters.
Can we stay away from my sister?
And young brothers.
No. But seriously, like he mentioned something at the beginning of the show where he said, love is very tricky. It has worked for some people. It has not worked for some people. Just like marriage. Some marriages go really well, some really end badly. I've seen people who have cohabited and then moved on to getting married, and life has been very stable for them. I've seen people who have stayed together and things didn't work out for them. Sometimes you're compatible with someone, sometimes you're not. That is just the law of life. If you feel the love you have for this person propels you to do certain things, go ahead, experiment. Sometimes it will work out, sometimes it will not.
Okay, with Shaban, it's up for discussion.
Yeah, see what happens. Go to the wild, do random things.
Same idea, Sophie. You've cohabited, you've seen the challenges, you've been there. So what would you really advise somebody who would want to do exactly what you did? And probably they didn't end well, because right now we can say you're not together. And what would you tell those people really?
Actually, I think I support that thing, because you really need to know that somebody that you'll get married to. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Why would you try? Because you're biased already.
No, let me give you an example, yeah? Now, like, I move in with you, huh? Like, you propose to me the next morning that you're going to marry me, but you don't know my background. So, I'm saying, if I moved in before, and you tried, like, to search around, like, to...
Oh, Sophie, does yours actually have age limit?
Huh?
Does it have age limit or any age? You just have to go in for whatever you want. So what's your range age?
25.
How
And
old are you?
You want to know my age?
Exactly. I'm just like,
that, okay.
I feel, what I would think is that, yes, the whole thing of try and error, it's so wrong. You know, when you're going to do something, you're like, now I'm going to try it out. If it fails, I'll just jump out. Already that thing of jumping out, there's already that option. So you're thinking, you're like, okay, let's just push it for 1 month, too. I'm like, hey, this guy has this weakness. But remember, everything, no one knows about your relationship. Neither your parents, neither his parents. You're there like, not even we haven't visited each other.
But by the time you decide to make that decision and say, let's move in together, you've already spent some time with this person. You've probably dated for like 4 months, close to 5 or whatever, 6. If you reach that point in your relationship and say, you know what, let's give it a try. Let's move in together, see what happens. You're ready for that next step in your life. Because you're not going to date someone, see them, at dinner in the night or whatever, and then propose to them the next day. It's not going to work like that. Like she said, you don't fully know this person. It moves from that point of dating, moving together. If you're convinced this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, then go ahead. This thing has levels.
Yeah, okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay, really. From all they say, I think it is really amazing if you want to cohabit or do anything, to talk about it with elder people that are older than people that have seen more than you have seen. And probably you'll come out with a decision of what you want to do with your life about that. So thank you so much for watching. It's been Blessed TV Prime Time, and we are at Femme Lounge, Kololo. Thank you so much for watching.